G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is the Enclave Plasma Rifle Prototype Rifle. It is a highly customizable standalone rifle type weapon with custom animations. The sounds are just the same as the standard plasma guns in the vanilla game, which are cool sounds, so whatever, it works for what it is. And we'll get right into the attachments. First of all, we've got the capacitors. You've got the rusty one, standard one, boosted, maximized, and overcharged. Basically the damage boosting capacitors that you'd find on the laser guns or plasma guns, which is nice. And now for the barrels, you've got a shotgun barrel, improved concentrate barrel. Yeah, these ones are a little bit messy. They're not really grouped right. There's improved variants of each, so there's a magnetic barrel, automatic barrel, and there's also a concentrate barrel and a shotgun barrel, but yeah, they're all in. It's a little bit of a mess down here. I feel like you should probably, clean this up a little bit, make it easier to not only navigate, but to commentate through. But whatever, we'll chuck on the improved auto magnetic barrel, and we'll chuck on a reflex sight. Interestingly, there's 3 reflex sights here, which I'm not really sure what they do, but this one requires science rank 2. Perhaps it's something to do with the zooming factor. Don't really know. Now for the stocks, you can have just a pistol grip here, sniper stock, and a rifle stock. They look pretty similar. I like the rifle stock, but we'll go for the rifle stock on this one. Perhaps it's better at improving the recoil. Yes, it is. Okay, that's pretty good. And you can change the finish of the various things, which is pretty nice. We're going to leave this as standard just so we can see what this thing looks like with the standard finish. And of course, we're going to get ourselves a legendary effect, which we will not use for now, but we'll create a couple more variants of these with different barrels just to test them all out. Ah, there's the reflex sight. I see it now. Excellent. Alright, we'll get started in a second. Making the ammo for this is kind of straightforward. Just find EPRP cartridge on your chemistry workbench and just create a bunch. There's a couple of ways of creating them. One of them is just aluminium circuitry and plasma cartridges. That gives you 30. But if you've got aluminium circuitry, nuclear material, and springs, you can create 60 in one hit with that, which is pretty damn efficient. So BRB, I'm just going to spam E button for a while. Alrighty, so here we are outside of Adam Cat's garage, and basically what you were looking at here is just a mod. They just added a bunch of things at it because of the drivable APC, and there's a bunch of gunners to fight through first. Anyways, let's have a look at my rifles. First of all, just go near this fire barrel for better lighting conditions. That's what it looks like in third person. It's quite a sizable prototype of a weapon. Honestly, I can't see the connection between this and, what's to come with the plasma rifle that was more mass-produced. Maybe it's like after that. I'm not really sure, but it's okay because it's a really cool-looking gun, and the textures are so large that they make my game stutter. Alright, so let's get started. I've kind of assigned these at random, so of course it's going to be the automatic one because I had this equipped, so that's number 1. So we'll just see how we go, I guess. And just like any other plasma gun in the game, it's got a slow-ass projectile, and aiming down sights with lots of visual recoil is not a whole lot of fun to deal with. There's the reload speed on that, by the way. Plenty of missiles being fired at me right now, so yeah, we're just tanking that like a trooper. Alright, we'll switch to the second thing. Just gotta remind myself of what exactly this thing is. So this is the improved concentrate barrel. Let's see what this is all about. I'm guessing it's got something to do with a sniper, or is it just a hard-hitting slow projectile? Looks like it's kind of a hard-hitting slow projectile. Maybe it's a bunch of projectiles concentrated in one. No, it's not. We'd be able to see if it was a bunch of projectiles concentrated in one. Alright, looks like we've got the Adam Cats helping us out. And we'll just see what we can do. There is currently a Assaultron like right there, so I might as well take that out. And we'll see how we do with a little bit of gun fu here. And insert infinite criticals here because I've hit through many of those. Oh, that was a nice explosion. Gotta love the cinematic VATS back in Fallout 4. Alright, switching to number 3, game stutters to load in the 4K textures, I guess. And this one is shotgun barrel, so up close and personal. Well, looks like we've got these Assaultrons to deal with. Might as well be up close and personal, and we'll go ahead and just send this gunner to hell. Critical to the face. You are dead now. So is that gunner. Good on you, Adam Cats. I think they are marked as essential, so, or at least protected, so I can only I can make the killing blow, so that's good. Alright, what have we got over here? Just a shooting missile turret thing, and we're in nerd rage, so we might as well just keep on going with this. That's just a gun turret. Pretty damn strong. I mean, they shouldn't die that easily, but I guess they'd be impossible to kill if they were actually like armor targets. Maybe the plasma gun is melting right through it. Who even knows? Alright, that one seemed a little bit tougher than the rest. But I do think we are clear here. Good work, Adam Cats, and hopefully that was a little bit more interesting than going to the same goddamn places all the time. Be sure to let me know if you want to see more gameplay here, because this is a good mod. I want to do a showcase on this mod, just, you know, not with the usual mod things, because, yeah, you get your own APC, you can drive it around. How cool is that? You can put missile launch and shit on it. It's so good. Maybe one day if, like, people want it, but, you know, there's a couple other things that people want before that, I guess. Alright, looks like the cold wetness of rain weather will continue as we go into our next clip, and we're going to start off with the magnetic barrel, which appears to fire high velocity plasma, which is my main problem when it comes to plasma guns in, you know, Fallout games. Sure, they hit hard, but hitting the things is your main objective. I guess it always is, but hitting it's a challenge for plasma guns because they've got very, very slow plasma bullet velocity, but this appears to be firing them nice and quickly, which is good. So having this as a sniper role is a good idea. Maybe I should have put on a longer reflex sight. Maybe if there was a scope on this, I'd chuck it on. But yeah, you could get away with a scope on a plasma gun like this, I'm feeling like. Come on, super mutants, I know you're there. Just have a shot at you with VATS, have a bit of a critical, just to see what we can do. Ooh, okay, not as good. Not as good as I thought, but there's that reload animation again. I really quite like it. They use the vanilla sound assets of what you get from a regular plasma gun, and they reuse them pretty well. Again, hitting moving targets is a little bit of a problem, but since super mutants kind of like to stand there and just take it like this, they think they can take it, but they really can't. Yeah, it's quite easy. Just gotta get rid of that lens flare machine. I'm sure that earned a dislike from J.J. Abrams, that's for sure. Yes, cop that 2012 funny joke. Alright, how fast can we shoot this? Pretty fast. Now, there's an overcharged version of this barrel which gives you the never-ending legendary effect and even more damage, but even without that overpowered barrel, I feel like we're still doing quite well with this. And now that we're in sort of close range, I'm gonna make the game stutter again. No, I didn't. And we'll pull out our automatic one as we move into a more close quarters. There's the stutter. That's my punishment for running this game on a fucking hard drive instead of a solid state. I'm thinking there's stuff I could do. Look at that zoom in. See, this is the zoom in I should have had on on my other one. If I had swapped the reflex sights around, maybe that would have worked better. But at least I get heaps of accuracy and range out of this. Look at that, 75% chance hit from here. That's pretty damn good. And don't worry about that last shot. They're already dead. And you blokes can go die of VATS too. Nice little bit of gun fu there. Managed to use that critical along with that to one burst that super mutant warlord, which is pretty good. Not achieving a whole lot from being down here, but I've got a huge mag, so might as well hold down the trigger for a while, see what comes of it. I think I got him. I think I got him good that time. Alright, so who's in here? Just a low-level dude on a bus. He dies. He's a dumb idiot. And a doggo in here. They keep this doggo in a cage for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that's kind of odd. Wouldn't they want them out on patrol like the rest of them? Or is that just like the mating Wait, super mutants can't mate. Or do doggo dicks survive the FEV process? You know what? That's a question that I don't want answered. I don't particularly care, nor do I want to know. Alright, main event time. There is Gerald over there. He's got a bunch of his friends around him. But we gotta take out the most... The most strong target, the most threatening target there, which is definitely Gerald, but if we happen to take out ooh, that's seizure inducing. Maybe if I aim this in third person, that'd be better. And don't worry about him having a missile launcher, they're not as dangerous as they'd let on. What is dangerous though is Gerald, so if we can hide in this servo and just pick him off one by one, that would be pretty good use of my time. It was a mistake to run too close to somewhere else that needed to load in. I mean, I've got plenty of processing power. I don't know why the game can't just load like a larger area during the loading screens. I think he's right behind me. Yeah, he's right behind me. Well, guess what? I'm pretty much buggered right now. That super mutant suicide is going to do a whole lot of damage. Luckily for me, That's that's defense is making me survive all this, and if I can go into nerd rage, that's good. Alright, we'll get some of these easy hits in. He's mutated at this point, which is good news. We're getting so much damage with those constant headshots. Oh, that is so good. And, okay, he's coming in for another attack. We'll just take this in bats, perhaps. Go for a critical. Ooh, is it going to be close? Nah, we survive. We're good. Tension gone. We can all relax now. And he does a nice little backflip when he dies because he's a big old drama queen. And we appear to be clear. Just a baby gunner to kill. Wow, I actually saved these gunners' life. You should be grateful, you stupid bloodthirsty mercenary people. I saved your life from, I mean, I'm killing you now, but I saved you from a crueler fate of being crushed by a giant fire hydrant stick. You don't want to die like that. Alright, we're done now. Probably in excruciating pain, but that's okay because we've got a stim pack in us, and the stim pack makes all the pain go away. Unfortunately, it causes the stuttering to happen, so, you know, the pain's on the player's end now, not the character, which, you know what, I can deal with that. At least Phoebe's okay. Alright, we'll move on to another monster, I suppose. Alrighty, time to give this giant-ass Deathclaw monster another visit, because I haven't seen this guy in a while. He's a little bit hard to fight sometimes, because his perception is rather high, but if I can get the drop on these blokes, they seem to go down pretty easily. If I can take his minions out first, that would be good. Let's switch over to our sniper variant, please. Yes, we're hitting them for a little bit of damage here, not too much. Oh, the sneak attack criticals, when they're coming in, that's when the damage really starts kicking in. Now, unfortunately for me, this thing doesn't have a scope, so no sniper knockdowns for me, which means if we can't sneak this, then we're in a whole lot of trouble. I mean, he doesn't do a lot of damage himself, but he will out DPS me because he's got such a big health pool. At least from what I know. Alright, we'll switch over to, hopefully, the shotgun. And, okay, that was a swing and a miss from you. There's no excuse. You're like 80 foot tall. You can surely hit something. Okay, this is the concentrated barrel, so perhaps this might be a little bit better. I think this one is kind of like more damage for slower bullets sort of thing. So, you know, it's a pretty standard sort of balancing thing, but it keeps things interesting. Keeps it nice and modular. One VAT's crit spamming later, hitting him for 1k the whole time. Yeah, he does fuck all to me. See, look at that. And the game is going a bit weird on me. Alright, we'll see how well this shotgun variant does. Now, his health bar is barely even moving. I think the most efficient way to run this thing is probably just to use this with an automatic barrel, yes. And unfortunately, we can't cripple his face, which means we can't lower his perception, so we'll just run the mag dry of this, but I think you get the idea of the shotgun. It's not that good, honestly. We got all of our 66 things back, though, so, you know, that's good. If you're really hurting for ammo, run the mags dry, and you can just get them all back, provided you're lucky enough to actually proc that. Oh, that's some quick VATS action there. That's exactly what I need. And now we'll just sit here and cheese it, I guess. At least we get another look at that reload, which I'm pretty sure is a thing in third person, so stand by for that. It certainly is, so a lot of attention to detail is being created in this mod. I do rather like it. I like the look of it. It looks a lot more futuristic than other weapons in the game, which, you know, may feel a little bit law-breaking in some respects. I don't know, but it definitely looks a part of a sci-fi rifle, and it's doing a respectable amount of damage. We're just kind of cheesing this right now against just a super tanky thing. I might be looking at the rebalance mod soon, because honestly, that was probably one of the more boring boss fights for me to watch there. Also, your whole body just sort of changes angles when you're reloading like that. Interesting. Alrighty, so one Night Stalker Chameleon Deathclaw death later. I think that is about it for this particular Enclave plasma rifle prototype weapon. If you'd like to see this weapon in your game, or impressed by its performance, or just like to have a play around with it yourself, be sure to check out the description. I shall have a link down there in the comments to, you know, or in the description actually. So, you know, if you're interested, follow that link, hit the download button, install the thing, and then play with it, and then have fun with it. Thank you very much for watching, guys.